Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and this is my review of the New Balance 327. So this shoe is going for only $90, and that's pretty damn cheap, and especially for the material quality that you're getting, which we'll get into. So if you guys do want to get it, I'll leave a link in the description box. I got this specific colorway and this specific shoe from Hibbett Sports, and I was checking some of the colorways and the men's colorways, and I didn't really like the men's colorways too much. There was like this like blue and yellow one that I wasn't really into, and then I saw this colorway. They're using undyed materials, so basically this is undyed rubber, undyed materials, undyed cork, and which saves a lot of water, which saves a lot of energy, and of course they're trying to go green and save the planet as well. So I really like what they're doing with this colorway. It is a women's colorway, so I went a size and a half up. I didn't really like any of the other colorways, so I just went ahead and copped this. But anyways, if there are any colorways available, I'll try to leave a link in the description box. But let's get it started off with the traction. So like I said, they're using an undyed rubber, and this is the natural color of rubber. The circled grooves are very deep, and also the rubber is hard, so it's probably gonna be an outsole that'll last you a long time. And it's pretty cool because around the perimeter of the outsole, the circles are basically cut out. And not only that, but also here in the toe box, the rubber outsole extends here into the toe cap a little bit, and then here in the back, the rubber outsole extends all the way here into the ankle area. I'd say around a little bit more than halfway, and it makes this like triangle shape. It looks pretty cool. It's very out there, and it looks very different. I actually kind of like it. And as far as the cushioning goes, we don't know the exact type of foam that they're using, but the foam is actually pretty damn soft. You know, it compresses a lot, and from my experience, these types of cushions, I mean, they compress a lot and they're very comfortable at first, but there's two things that I don't really like about it. So first of all, there are a lot of compression marks, and you can see them, and it makes the shoe look used and like, I guess, not as clean in my opinion. So I don't like that. And obviously because of the compression of the midsole, and you see all the compression marks, it bottoms out a lot faster than traditional foam. So that's just from my experience. But you know, the overall midsole is actually very comfortable, but you don't get much underfoot cushioning, right? So the insole that they're using cork. And if you look underneath the insole, it looks like they're using a recycled material as well, kind of like in the Nike Vapor Max 2020. That's what it kind of reminds me of. But the insole, it's okay. It's not super thick, and there's not a lot of compression from it, so it doesn't really improve underfoot cushioning that much. And then underneath the insole, the strobel board, they're using a pretty stiff strobel board. So underfoot cushioning, your foot doesn't really dig into this really soft foam, which kind of sucks. You just feel the midsole compress a lot, especially here in the heel as well as in the forefoot. So the cushioning overall is pretty nice. You definitely feel the compression, but not a lot of underfoot cushioning. Alright, moving on to the materials. Like I mentioned, this is only $90, which is really great for the quality of materials that you're getting. So here in the toe box area, you have a mudguard, and it's basically a suede material. And I wouldn't say it's the best quality suede I've ever felt, and it's not like super buttery smooth, but it's definitely better than a lot of other companies that I've seen. And it's a decently thick cut of suede as well, you know? So that's in the toe box area, and you also have some suede here where the eyelets are, and obviously for the New Balance logo. The New Balance logo, for some reason, it's not as nice. You know, it feels a little bit cheaper than the material that's found here in the toe guard and for the eyelets. And then here in the heel area, you also have that same suede. Underneath that, they're using a canvas material, and all of this is undyed material. So this is the actual color of the material before, you know, any type of dye is applied. And then for the laces, you have some flat laces. It's more like this off-white color. And then for the tongue, you have the same canvas material, and then on top of the tongue, you have that same nice suede material with the New Balance logo on it. And then as far as the padding goes, there's actually no padding at all on the tongue, which is okay. It helps the shoe feel very minimal. And not only is the tongue super thin and minimal, but the material here in the toe box area is absolutely thin. And then in the ankle area, there's really no padding. So like, there's actually no padding at all in this shoe. And also, one thing that I don't really like about the tongue construction is that it's an independent tongue. So two things that I don't like about the independent tongue is that, you know, when you try to put on the shoe, the tongue kind of like folds in on itself. So you constantly have to adjust the tongue because, you know, it's folded on itself, and the tongue kind of moves around as well. I mean, not that much, because here in the middle of the tongue, you have this strap and the laces go through it, which kind of helps keep the tongue in place. So it wasn't a huge deal in this shoe, but I really dislike the tongue folding in on itself. Alright, moving on to the fit. This shoe comes in women's sizing, so I went a size and a half up. So basically, if you're a size 8 in men's, get a 9.5 in this colorway. So I basically went true to size and it fits me very well. Width-wise, I would say it's normal. In the toe box area, it's a little roomy, but it's not a huge deal. It's not like it's a stretchy knit, or it's not like I'm playing ball or running in it. It's just a casual shoe, so I don't really mind the looser fit. And then length-wise, like I said, I was good true to size. And in these types of casual shoes, I really like to keep the laces loose. So you know, it's really easy to put on and take off. And not only that, this heel tab also helps with that. Alright, as far as the weight goes, I feel like it's gonna be around average, maybe like 11-12 ounces maybe? Oh, 10.65 ounces. Alright, so that's actually pretty light. Comparing it to running shoes, that's actually kind of heavy though. You know, like the Epic React, I believe was like 7 or 8 ounces. So you're not gonna get as light as that. But you know, 10.65 ounces is definitely on the lighter side of things. And like I said, the material and the upper is super minimal. But then the midsole and the outsole, it definitely takes up a lot of the weight. So this shoe feels pretty bottom heavy. But overall, it's a minimal and light shoe. As far as the ventilation goes, it's okay. You know, like I said, it's a super thin material and canvas does wick away moisture. There's really no underlaying materials on the shoe either. So the upper is purely just this canvas material, right? If you blow through it, you don't really feel any type of airflow. But then when I was wearing this shoe, it wasn't super hot because, you know, it wicks away the moisture a little bit and it helps keep your foot pretty cool. Moving on to the aesthetics, I love it. And right when the shoe was leaked, I fell in love with the design. I don't know what it is, but I've really been getting into these types of shoes as far as just like casual shoes. And this overall design was inspired by running shoes from the 1970s. Obviously, the most noticeable thing on this shoe is the big enlarged New Balance logo here on the lateral side, which I wasn't a huge fan of at first, but you know, it kind of grew on me, you know. And then here in the heel, that's also a very noticeable feature. And I also really like this colorway, you know, with the off-white, this very light blue, and then the gum outsole. So tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below. You know, with the off-white color, the very light blue, and then the gum outsole. And then also, here on the medial side, you don't have the New Balance logo. It just says New Balance here on the ankle area on the suede material. So yeah, my overall thoughts on this shoe, it looks great. I feel like you can wear it with basically anything. And the quality of materials is actually very nice for the price, like I keep saying. So I definitely would recommend it. You know, I've been wearing it around and I definitely do enjoy the shoe. So again, if you guys want to get it, I'll try to leave a link in the description box. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.